Hey everybody, it's Peter Sinkevich from I Love Startup, back again for today's log entry. Just wanted to start it off by updating you on some really cool news. Found out for sure, it was confirmed today, that Merit360 is going to bring me back as a speaker. That's the same organization that had me come in as a speaker at the end of the summer for their Merit360 program. You can find more information about them at WorldMerit360. And basically they gathered 360 millennial change makers to address the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. So as a speaker in that program, we spent a full day at the UN at the culmination of that, and it looks like they're asking me to come back to be a speaker again, but now the location has moved to Belize, pretty legit. So looking forward to going to Belize in April to go speak with Merit360 and the World Merit Changemakers. Super stoked, guys. So if any of you are watching, see you in Belize in April. To tack on to the conversation that I was beginning yesterday about leadership, today I wanted to talk basically about, what does it take to be a leader? Like, what are the qualities that you need to be a good leader? And it really comes down to three basic qualities, right? Trust, respect, and inspiration. And no one will follow you or let you lead the charge in whatever it is that you're doing unless they first trust you, which is a huge thing. This is not like someone else vetting them with you, although that can sometimes be part of the component. It basically means that they personally need to trust that A, you probably know what you're doing, or you have a relatively good idea of what you're doing, or at least how to get yourself out of issues. The fact that you can keep their interests high amongst your own, so you're not just out for yourself, you're collectively bringing them into your circle, or your under your arm, under your wing, whatever, including them as part of the group, and looking out for the best interests of the group collectively versus just your own individually. Respect, they literally have to respect you either for what you've done or for what you're capable of doing, and how you handle yourself. This comes down to ethics. It comes down to your ability to do things. Strangely enough, your technical ability to do something as it relates to your ability to earn income over your career only accounts for about 15% of it. And that's a whole nother thing we'll talk about tomorrow, but it's a relatively small amount. It has a lot to do with a lot of other factors, and I won't give away the secret now because that's what we're going to discuss tomorrow, but there's that. And then inspiration. You have to be able to inspire the best in people and inspire them to not only work well or hard, but inspire them through the tough times as well as the bad times. Business and startup is like this constantly, and you ride this wave of highs and lows, and it gets very difficult during the lows at some moments, and you have to be that kind of person that can inspire the team to look beyond the circumstances that are facing you at that moment, push through it, or lift themselves up out of it and above it in order to accomplish the goal or to get past that to a better place, or whatever the situation is. So this is something that I've learned over time. No one actually explicitly explained this to me. It was just something I've learned over the years through my own trial and error, hearing people's feedback, listening to the reasons why people stopped following me or stopped listening to what I did, or when I was being challenged personally as a leader and wondering at certain moments in my career, I wonder why I can't get anyone on the team to do a certain thing or to help me on a certain whatever. And it usually came down to these three main factors. There was either a lack of trust, a lack of respect, or I wasn't inspiring them in some way. And sometimes that's your fault. Sometimes that's not your fault. Sometimes that can also be what that other person is going through, and it might have nothing to do with you personally at all. And that's also something that you need to acknowledge. So it's relationships are built, and that's what these are. The people that you're building a startup with, they're relationships. They're built on two-way street, right? So most people or leaders will assume that they first internally will go, well, what am I doing wrong? What about me? Et cetera, et cetera. But surprisingly, there's a lot of situations where sometimes it doesn't even have anything to do with you. Maybe it's something that they're dealing with in their personal life, something they're dealing with their professional life. And those constraints or those influences affect all the other things that they're dealing with or the people that they interact with on a daily basis, and that includes you. So something to keep in mind when you're trying to evaluate yourself and understand how you can become better. As we were talking about a couple of vlog entries ago, iterating yourself to be the best version of yourself. It has a lot to do with that. And by the way, as we finish this thing up, a little fun, over here in the corner is Christian, our marketing director at Fuck Up Nights, chilling on the sofa, doing some work and whatever, but thought I'd just let him say hi or whatever, since he's the only one in the office right now. Everyone else is just running around doing stuff. But hope everyone found this a little helpful. Today's was a little shorter than most, but hopefully there's a little nugget of information that you can use or you glean something cool from. If you liked this video, you liked what I said, if you hated what I said, comment below, give us a thumbs up if you liked it, check out some of our other videos, and follow us, tell people about us. We are trying to spread the word, both for Fuck Up Nights and for I Love Startup and all the other projects that we're involved in. So thanks for following, thanks for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great Tuesday.